Welcome back. This week has been a real roller coaster as we tackled the installation of our micro hydro turbine. It's been tricky with plenty of challenges along the way, but we've kept pushing forward and we're finally seeing progress. In this video, we'll take you through the ups and downs, sharing what worked and what didn't, and whether the effort has been worth it. It's been a tough week, but we're ending on a high, so stick around to see how it all comes together. And if you do enjoy our videos, please do not forget to subscribe, comment, and give us a thumbs up.
No. Quick, turn it off.
What's that saying they use? Wet is an otter's pocket.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I can see Badger coming in. It's pouring with rain. It's Friday afternoon. Have you done it? Have you done it?
Yeah.
So we're going to end on a high this week.
Welcome back.
Yay!
A disappointing end. Woo! Disappointing end to last week's video. We were desperate to get it going and we just haven't had that success yet. We've got water, it's spinning, there's a little bit of air in it, which is something we need to address today. But we've had so many amazing comments. I am working my way through them. Some of them are so in-depth and interesting and helpful that I'm just working through what of those comments I have done and what I haven't done. Something I missed out on last week's video was the testing of the VOC before I did it. I did do that and I tested it and we're getting about 390 to 400 volts, which is way below what the inverter at a maximum of 600. So I'm happy that would have been absolutely fine to connect up and it should run as per. I am chatting with Solace at the moment to work out the differences. They want to know all about the system and etc. And so I will let you know more about that when I get more information back from them. But this week, to begin with, I'm going to do a lot of what people suggested. I've got the 90 degree equal T on this section here. I'm going to change that for which was a mission to find the Y piece.
Show me what you've got.
Shop number 9. We've finally found the only place that doesn't just do 90 degree T's. It will do a 45 degree T. So we're hoping that will give us the less resistance.
So we flagged down a plumber in a plumber's car.
We did, yeah. On the 8th shop.
Yeah.
I said to him, I'm really sorry, do you speak English? I can't explain this. And I said, I need one of these, it does this. And he was like, you need to go to Eduardo.
Yes.
Yes!
So good. It's going to be a good day.
It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. That's the result. Come on, let's go get it in. Amazing. So, we're going to start with changing the pipework on here. Lots of comments about reducing the flow and the percentages of having elbows and having these 3 elbows, making it much more of a restricted flow into the turbine. So we bought the same pipe but flexible, and we're going to do some slow turns to keep the friction down. And then we're going to make our way up the main pipe, and any high sections we're going to try and dig down, and any low sections we're going to try and prop up and try and keep that flow up. Then we're going to go on to the coriander screen, because I can never remember what it's called, so that's what it's called from now on. I'm hoping we've got some stainless steel mesh to go on, but I've seen a lot of videos about making sure that it doesn't take all the water to wash the leaves away. I'm not sure how easy that's going to be for us because it's quite a flow in, so it's going to be a trial and error. I did think about potentially on the back of the door connecting a fitting and putting some of my drainage pipe, which is felt covered, and a cap on the end so that it goes in and has to be drawn through that, which should hopefully take some of the bubbles and air out of it, and then go through. So just slow that down so that it's not so aerated in the bottom. So we're going to work our way from the turbine up to the dam door and try and rectify some of these problems as we go. And then I'm fingers crossed we're going to get the inverter sorted today. And then that way we can fire it all on, clear it all of air, and we're just going to get loads of power, I know it.
Power party.
Power party. But first I'm going to start with this. I'm going to disconnect it all, and then I've got some, I also changed, one second, to one of these fittings. So we should be able to wind that onto the turbine, and then the flexible pipe this side, but it also means we can disconnect it if we need to service it, which is one of the issues that a lot of people brought up. But firstly, we need to get these on, dismantle all this, prop the flexible pipe work up, get that all sorted, and then we need to make our way up the pipe.
Right, so while Badger gets all the bits and bobs he needs out of his bag, I know Badger just said it, but we are so thankful for this awesome community that is around us, for helping with all your information, words of encouragement. Some people are like, I have no idea what you're doing, but keep going. And it really does mean a lot. And the amount of knowledge you lot have is insane. So if we weren't sharing it with you all, we would probably be in a right pickle. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited for today to get all these little bits tweaked and kind of ready. And yeah, hopefully, fingers and toes crossed, we'll have power.
So a lot of people were suggesting to take the filter out. I agree, but I'm a bit scared to, because we haven't sussed the other end and making sure that we're 100% like leaf and grit free at the moment. So I want to change the pipework from after the filter for now, and then once we think we've got the other end completely sussed, we'll either take the filter out, or if it doesn't cause too much of a ruckus, turn it upside down and maybe just take the actual filter out itself, and maybe put an air bleed on it so that we can let the little bit of air out that gets caught in there. But I'm just a bit nervous to take any of this safety out just yet. So we'll go flexible from after the filter at the moment, and then when I think we've got it down and we haven't got any dirt and grit and horribleness coming in, and with, what's the word I'm looking for, and we're confident enough that it's not going to fire pebbles into it and little bits of grit, then I'll take it out. I'm going to reuse that. I'm going to drill those out and reuse that for something else.
Of course you are, love it. A bit of pipe yoga.
Yeah, just stretching out my upper back. I'm just trying to straighten out. It's been in that coil for so long. It's got a bit of a memory, so it just won't give up.
It's got really bad memories. It's just stuck in its coil.
It's got production trauma.
We're having a bit of an issue with the glue setting at the moment. Badger's not convinced it's gonna hold it, are you?
No. Well, I mean, I've never really used this flexible pipe before, but this is the glue that it says it will do, and the picture is of the flexible tube, and these are the fittings that go with it. I can see the plastic on the fitting sort of melting, which is good, so that should be welding them together, but I can't see much on here. And even on the, I put glue on the pipe, doesn't seem to be melting it. Don't know much about flexible pipe. I'm wondering whether it needs filing down.
Don't know.
Or we just go rigid pipe, or flexible from this one, then rigid along here, and maybe flexible around there, I don't know. Will we try it? I don't know.
Right, we're on to plan 247.
Yeah, I'm just not happy with this connection here. I glued it once and it just came straight out, and we left it for about an hour and a half, and it should be within a minute or two. Into the other fittings that go into the turbine, they seem really solid. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this and pull it out and clean this fitting back up, and I'm going to put a bit of rigid pipe out of here and then 2 adapters to connect to the flexible hose, because I don't think that's going to hold any pressure at all. So yeah, I'm going to cut this out, clean that up, pull it back, get it all set up, and then we'll glue it and then leave it overnight, I think.
Okay, cool. It's not going to come out now, is it?
It will. You can see the glue stretching and it should be melting it, not... It shouldn't come out like that.
Right, so we've let the glue set overnight. Badger's still wrestling the not so flexible pipe.
Yeah. It's so cold. Doesn't want to do what I want it to do. But we're going to connect it to there, round, and then another one from there in there, so they should be removable so we can get to it. And a 45 rather than a 90T is on here. So to make everything much smoother. So I'm going to get that in, and then we're going to get up the pipe and sort that out.
What's that?
I'm going to try and get it in that little gap. Plug the hole. There's a bramble in the way there, so I'm not sure. It might just fall apart.
Got faith in you. Ah.
Hang on.
Seems to have made it worse.
It's made it way worse. I thought that was quite a good shot.
It was quite a good shot. Right, we're just on the way up our water channel where the turbine pipe goes, aren't we, Badger?
Yes. We're on the way up there to just check for any dips we need to lift up and pack, and any leaks or anything like that on the way. And then we're going to go up and measure for our coriander screen. Or colander screen, I think
Coriander.
it's called. Yeah. Measure.
The sun is out and the birds are singing. That's all I need from today.
So I'm just going to go along and fix that leak that I tried to fix with a bit of mud, and then we'll head up the pipe.
Okie doke.
That's it, yeah, pull that up onto the bank. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. And then I'll try and lift this one back. That's perfect. That one's leaking, look. Need to have a look at that pipe's leaking, so we need to have a look at that. It's all right for the minute, we'll come back to it. coriander screen. So the idea
Is it colander?
that it's colander. I think it's colander. So I'm the rock. I'm going to try and fix this over the rock if I can. If not, I'll just tuck it under and press it against the rock, this end, because the rock is like at that angle, so it won't be able to slip down. And then I'm going to screw that to the door, which should hold the door nice and sturdy as well. So this should fit in the gap, so all the leaves come on and they should just wash off the other end. That's the plan.
Great. And tell me about your little extra bit of wood down there.
Well, I put a bit of wood in here that you can turn.
The angle.
You can turn. Should I turn it round?
Oh yeah.
I've put this little bit in like that so we can turn it. So I'm hoping that the water that comes over like this will hit that and go back the other way and run down the wall, which should stop as much of the aeration as possible. But yeah, it's a trial and error. We'll give it a go. That should stop any leaves going in, any big bits of grit, and because it's at an angle, they should just roll off and get washed off. I know some people say about the amount of water, there should always be some water running across it. But I'm hoping with the size of it and the force that it will never ever, even if it gets a bit of leaves here, the water will go over it and then down this bit. And then we'll have to go and clear it, but we might have to adjust the angle. I don't know, but because of the way it's built, we haven't got a huge amount of choice of how we get it in. And then there will be gaps at the side that we're going to have to look at. So we might have to plug them with something, maybe screw a bit of timber to stop water getting in that way.
Great, should we go try it?
Let's go try it. Right, we're currently foraging around in the river because we've seen a spare bit of pipe which we think we can use, which has been washed down from somewhere. So better to reduce, it's over there, I don't know if you can see it. I reckon we can use that. So the Kayla the mountain goat is en route. That'll probably do. We'll use that one and then we'll get that one on the way home. I don't need that one, that one's perfect. Dead man's bag. Well done. Came back with a new handbag as well. Let's hope it's full of cash. The spoils from the river.
So creepy.
I know, it's a bit, isn't it?
Why is there a handbag in there?
It's got washed away.
Riviera collection.
Very nice.
25.
Riviera. River Island. It's going to just be full of soil, isn't it?
Or thousands of euros. A worm.
A worm. Valuable.
And absolutely nothing. Quite similar to my purse, actually.
Yours is just a bit drier.
Mine's a bit drier.
Less, but actually yours has got about as much sand and gravel in it.
No, it's normally stones and shells.
Stones and shells.
Basically, where Badger is, there's a big gap. Looks, it's a natural rock there. He's just trying to work a way either to direct it onto the net thing or back into the river. Right, so I've done some temporary patching
with some old pipe that I found just to stop any large bits of debris getting in. We're going to come back in the summer when the water's down and try and reroute it and patch it in and get it so it's perfectly running in. Maybe change the angle a little bit, but it does seem to be washing away. So it's stopping dirt going in, it's going on the screen and washing off again. So
On to the next job.
on to the next one.
Right, we're back again. Oh, Pamela. Is she ready, Badger?
Old procrastinating Pamela.
Procrastinating Pamela.
I don't know. I hope so.
To be honest, I'm fed up of waiting for her. Let's just do it.
So needy.
So needy. Just give us some power. Right, new pipework is in. I'm gonna go turn it on and see how it's looking.
Yeah. So we have the 45 here, so the T branches off, and then we've got a flexible pipe to take the 90s out. All removable so we can get to it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, as long as the joints are all watertight, then we should have a much smoother flow into the turbine.
Also, that's not a new dog. Our neighbour's dog has come down.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge. Playing with pudding.
It's like a hawk. We don't go near it. No. Quick, turn it off.
This is a face of a very wet, unhappy man.
Yeah, that joint didn't hold.
You said it wasn't.
No, I didn't like it. I don't know what it is about that bit. It just won't go in straight. So I'm thinking potentially maybe I'll put a 45 on here and put that into the 45 so it does that. I know it's an extra bend, but it's not currently working at the moment. Right, okay.
And we haven't even solved the issue of the inverter yet, so...
No, we're still plugging away.
All fun and games.
Right.
So clearly that one didn't work, so we're on to the next plan. Solid pipe, 45, 45, 45.
Maybe I jinxed it by buying 45s because I didn't trust it.
And now...
But actually, trying to get it out was an absolute pain in the bum.
So same but different.
Yeah. Yes. It's just solid. I know it's going to glue. The other one clearly didn't glue. Exploded at me
Twice.
twice. But yeah, I'm happy. Happy. Right then. Attempt 2. I've now done it in hard pipe rather than flexible because that side seemed okay, but this side just would not hold. So I've just done it in lots of 45, which I wouldn't think has changed much. There she blows. So we installed our coriander screen, or colander, and now we've got no pressure at the bottom. So I'm just going to walk back up and make sure that there's no debris stopping the water getting in and make sure that nothing bad's happened. So I'll go up and check it out. Right, well I need to tighten this up because this is blubbing. So let me tighten this up and then we'll move up to the next bit. Right, well we're up at the colander screen. It's doing its job. It looks full, so I'm just going to make my way over and check that there's no problem. The pipe all seems connected in the right places. Just going to make sure that it's full. It seems to be filling up nicely and catching the debris. So
I can see Badger coming in. It is pouring with rain. It's Friday afternoon. Have you done it?
there's no more words to be said.
Have you done it?
Yeah. I know everybody was saying I needed steel studs, but I managed on my clamp to angle this to tighten. So I basically turned the valve off and I went down every joint and tightened it up. Turned it off for ages, let it all the water settle in the pipe, then turned the turbine on, and it was like for ages, still doing it. So I think it would need an hour or so, or a day or so to settle down.
Yeah.
But we're getting 600 watts and
Oh,
it's
Badger!
raining. I can take my
It's
boots
Friday at what time? 2 o'clock?
off.
You guys are going to be seeing this very soon in our video.
It's beer o'clock. This is
Well
literally filmed
done.
3 to 4 hours before the video comes out.
It's been one of those weeks. Everything has gone wrong.
I need to get dry, have a cup of tea. By tea I mean beer. And then I'm going to sleep with this. But we are getting power.
Okay, amazing. We'll go check it out in a second.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you're so happy. I'm so happy.
Oh,
I'm
I'm so
so
happy.
proud of you.
Well, us.
Us and all the comments, to be honest. You've
every
saved
single
us.
comment, we've done pretty much all of the advice that we were given in the comments. So we've done all the 45s, made all that smoother. The Solace, I think, has got a problem. So I was trying to work out what...
We now have 2.
Yeah, so I went and bought another one, which did the same thing, and it's absolutely fine. So we are currently getting... Hang on. 626 watts off of the turbine, which I'm super happy about because the pipe length was a bit longer than we expected and the fall isn't quite the height that we expected. But in the coming weeks I'm going to tweak it and work with the turbine guy to just up it for every little bit. But
So
600 watts means that we don't use any of our normal consumption and we're always charging 300 watts. So when there's no sun, the batteries go up by a little bit all the time, not down.
And there is definitely no sun today.
No sun today.
It's pouring down and we're happy about it.
Oh, I'm so cold and wet and I need a shower.
You have done so amazingly. So we're going to end on a high this week. Yes! See you next week.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell all your mates and keep watching.
Yeah, let's go have a power
See
party.
you next week.
Bye.